Good evening, heroes and heroines, and welcome to Practising Programming in C. Apologies for that slight false start. I'd plugged the wrong mic into OBS, so just a very slight amount of confusion at the start there. But I think we're all right. The mic is coming through. With a bit of luck, the interface will stay connected for the duration of the stream. Now I realised before, well, at the end of after doing yesterday's stream, I realised that I'd mentioned a couple of projects which are educational in the handmade network. This thing here. Those two projects that I mentioned were Handmade Hero and WBG, and I kind of realised that I had done a bit of a disservice to some other projects, because we do actually have some educational projects in the network. One of which is one called Raylib. Now I haven't had a chance to try this yet, but as I understand it, it is like it's described as a simple and easy to use library to learn video games programming. So I'm not sure whether you get like a a kind of a sandboxy kind of environment, graphical environment in which you can sort of, it's got the like rendering stuff set up, so you can just play with how to put different stuff together. I don't know. I haven't tried it. But this is one that is designed for learning. And I'm actually kind of looking forward to giving it a go. It seems to be quite a like a long-lived project. It's like 4 years, 250 students. It's supposed more than 6,000 hours of hard work and investigation. Oh right, so that's the hours that the developers put into it. The developer is Ray. So he's just on the network. It's just Ray, or Ray San actually. I think if you go to his profile, does it say? I mean, it says it in the URL, Ray San 5. But anyway, that's his project, Raylib. And there's another project called Source Crunch by Joe Savage, and as I understand, this is supposed to be a course that you can. I don't know if you're supposed to attend it at a particular place or if you can do it online. But this is for learning technical skills interactively, right from the comfort of your own web browser. Okay, so it's from your web browser, so it's from home you can just do this course. And the pilot course is currently under construction. So I guess when he has got around to sort of finishing that course off, I presume we'll get some information about that, and we'll all just be able to go and jump on there and do the course, I'd imagine. Yeah. So there we go. I think I've made amends. That's the project list. This is the schedule. And look at this beautiful schedule coming up. So we're currently here on Friday at 23 GMT. And it's me. Now, it's me doing practicing programming in C. Up next, we've got Casey. I made here a mock interview with Sean McGrath, which should be absolutely awesome. And then on Sunday, he's got Charles Bloom, which will be absolutely awesome. Because I've never heard Charles speak. I've never seen him on a stream. Got no idea what he looks like. Pretty much all I know about him, and I think I know this, is that he works at RAD, and he's a bit of a goddamn genius, I believe. And that during HandmadeCon 2016, he was on the beach apparently. And this is all tomorrow, by the way. This is all Saturday. Got Casey, and then we've got Abner doing the Handmade Dev show with Chronal Dragon. So that's two halves of Handmade Dev. You'll be able to see there. And then we have John doing a Jai compiler demo. Yeah, I mean, I still think. Does anybody know how to pronounce this? Jai, Jai. Maybe we should just call it Benedict Cumberbatch. That might just be the easiest way to go. But yeah, I've got all this awesomeness coming up. But not until tomorrow. Today is Friday. And Friday means we're re-entering the classroom. And look at that for like a good smooth setup. It's just the correct site. And the classroom is insofaras' classroom with his PPIC lessons. So we might as well get into the code. I'll probably link this later on, or if you're interested, just tweet me or say it in the IRC. And I could do with actually getting off here because that is not supposed to be on stream. And I can feel my stomach sort of doing a bit of the old rumbling. I don't know if I'm like hungry or something. Hope that's not too distracting. I suppose I should get some music on to mask that. But let's dive into the classroom. Set the global font to Inconsolato, and let's see what the next thing is. And the next thing is memory hole. Okay. So right, let's see if I've got any appropriate music for this memory hole. Debbie Sharp, 20 minutes ago, sound my heart, devotion. Undertale. Oh, and To the Moon as well. Okay. Should we go with Fairs, maybe? Yeah, let's go with Fairs. All right. And before I go on to memory hole, actually, I would like to just zip back to this guy, define substring, because I've had a bit of an idea for some little tweaks. I mean, I know that the thing works, so I don't necessarily need to. And this is all, god damn it, this is all Pac-Man's, what? Right. Yeah, because I was helping Chronal Dragon with that last night. But if I run lesson 1, so I passed the first test, passed the second test. Let's just see if I can just tweak this a little bit. It should just take a minute. Basically what I'm thinking is that I could early out of the of this loop here, because I have the needle length. So I could say while it's less than or equal to the haystack size, take away the needle length. That should still be valid. And it passes, yep. And down here with II, so I don't need to do III, right? I could actually do, while it is haystack minus I, it's minus I plus J. Right. So this should pass. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, because I'm not incrementing the right thing. No, wait. I shouldn't be incrementing II there. Failed, wow. haystack minus just failed still. Alright, passed. Whew, blimey. Remember to change everything. Everything that you need to change. That's the moral of that story. So there we go, I've got rid of a variable. And I've also managed to reduce this loop down to a bit shorter. So that's kind of nice. And that is just in time for the end of that track. Implement mean number 3. So the input, so it's this memory hole function. The input is going to be an array of null terminated strings. Right, okay. Array count, the number of strings in string array. So that's going to be equal to basically the number of null terminators in that string array, I'd imagine. The word is a null terminated string to search for. Requirement for each string in string array. Check if it contains the substring word, and if it does, then replace all characters of word in this string with the character X. If any replacement was done, then return 1, otherwise 0. So example import is going to be, hello friend, my password is 1234. Array count is equal to 2. Okay, right. So yeah, we've got this string here is hello friend. This string here is my password is 1234. And the word is 1234. So if one of those strings contains 1234, as this guy does, you're supposed to replace the word with X's, however many X's we need. So we really need to find out how long words are, don't we? A null terminated string to search for. So yeah, right. So we've got word being passed in. So we can straight up use that. I wonder if I need to compute the length of that word. Actually, no, that's not. I shouldn't need to do that. I should be able to say, when I get to the 1, 2, 3, 4, right, I should be able to say, I should be able to loop over the word, romping over it with zeros. I might want to set up a word pointer. For each string is string array. Interbot crashed. Oh no. Can't have Interbot crashing. He crashed earlier as well, didn't he? How long have I been going? We go for 15 minutes. I mean, I wonder if I could. I wonder if I could repeat everything that I did for the last 15 minutes. I mean, that's definitely something that you deserve me to do. Broke something in a recent update. I'm kidding. So looping over the array counts. Looping over the string array, right? Right. Okay. And then for each of the strings in here, we want to be looping over those strings. We want to be looping over those strings until they match. Oh god, it's all this. It's the same stuff again. It's all this guy. Where is it? It's this, isn't it? Essentially, it's exactly this loop. Mia's watching PPIC right now, but not live. The stuff in the oh right, cool, nice. So unfortunately, you wouldn't have heard me say nice. So I'll just repeat that into the chat. What did I say again? Okay, so with enthusiasm. With enthusiasm. Oh, okay. Nice. Hopefully you'll catch that tomorrow. Catch that tomorrow. But yeah. So yeah, it's basically the same loop. But let's just rewrite it so that I know what I'm doing, really. Does I have an iterator? I mean, I know I'm looking at the thing again now. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's while. Yeah. This should be right, shouldn't it? Right. It's while string array. Or maybe. Oh, I'll tell you what. Because we've got two. We can look at this as like a multi-dimensional array. So it's basically like this, isn't it? Mia should write some lessons on Linux systems programming sometime. I've got a big Linux book with lots of interesting things like how Malarkey is implemented on Linux. That sounds really interesting. Yeah, I'd love that. So while this is not equal to a null terminator, because they are null terminator strings, right? An array of null terminator strings. I want to say, if the string array ij matches the first character of the word, then we're going through yet another loop which sort of goes over word. It iterates through word, doesn't it? Because substring. What was I iterating through before, actually? It was a while loop, wasn't it? It was while it matches. If they match, then while that. Right, okay. And we are looping through J. Yeah, this feels right. Yeah, like this is the same loop. But in this situation, they're both null terminated. I think. I just feel like, mind you, since they're both null terminated, I don't need to do the special case, do I? You know, I don't need to do this situation. Haystack size that. If haystack size I. And we needed to return the index, didn't we, before? That's why we needed the I to be kept separate. But I feel like we can just straight up do a loop. So rather than checking it, before doing the while, we can just consider this part of it to be the check. And while they match, we want to increment J. Right? And then once they've stopped matching, we want to see if we've come to the end of word. So this is going to increment. This is going to be testing. Oh, wait a second. Sorry. Yeah, it's not O. It's that, isn't it? Oh, also, it's actually K. Because the J is actually iterating through the string array. yeah, that's not right. It's going to be. We do need another point, another thing here, I think. Right. J is equal to 0, yeah. Word, okay, so J is going to stay the same. It's K that we need to increment. Okay. And if we have incremented past the situation where, well, if we've incremented until this no longer is correct, until it's no longer matching, then we can say if word at K is equal to a null pointer. Sorry, it's not a null pointer. If it's equal to null, then we know that we've found the word in the thing. And then we can loop back through. Basically, we can loop back through the word, filling it with X's, and return return 1. Is that all you need to return? If any replacement was done, then return 1. Well, hang on a minute. I think I could cheat this actually. Because I'm not having to return the string, am I? I'm just going to return 1. So this is where I'm supposed to I'm supposed to replace the word with, but instead I'm just going to return 1 for now. Don't worry, I am going to go back and actually do this. Otherwise, if we've got all the way through here and we haven't actually... Should catch this case anyway. It should catch this case anyway. That's interesting. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. This is going to fail. And it's going to fail because the word is 0 length. Well, hang on a second. If I just do this correctly. Oh wait, what? Hang on a minute. So I've iterated. What? Hang on. Damn it. J plus K. Right. So this could be problematic. Yeah. Well, hang on a second. I don't need to be saying this, do I? Maybe I do. Let's see what the message is, actually. I heard exit device. Bosh. Let's look at 1 byte to the left of glow variable string little. Let's look at 34 bytes to the right of glow variable. 34 bytes to the right of glow variable. String array. Yeah, but it's not really a matrix as such, is it? It's actually it's an array. So maybe I'm actually doing this incorrectly. Array count, word. The array count is 3, so there's 3 things in the memory hole. I'm looking for bush. J. K, I'm setting it to 0. Let's just have a look at word at K. So that's the bush. And what is its string array? At what is that at all? Oh, okay, fine. IJ plus K. Oh yeah, IJ plus it'll be fine. Yeah, right. So I'm never going to enter this loop. No, but that's fine, isn't it? Because I'm incrementing J. What's J? What's J again? J is now 3. Still 3. Right, so now I'm going to increment J. So that's now 4. So now I'm looking into the string array. I and J plus K. So that's an M. Okay, so we are going through that okay. And K is going to be 0 until we go into this loop. So we can't increment past the end of the array. Let's just kill this breakpoint here and just jump into this guy. No turntable process doesn't. That's done. Yeah, I have actually done that. I have. So we come into this situation where string this thing is going to equal to B, right? So these are going to match for the next 4 things. H, right. So this is going to, it's going to jump past here, it's going to increment the K, and it's testing it again, and it's finding that it's a null pointer, it's a null. And they're going to match. They're going to match, it's going to increment K again. Now we're out of bounds, and it's going to crash. Okay. So it's crashing here because it's incremented past the end of any of them. While string array, I'll tell you what, I could actually do this quite nicely. If where's my forecoder? While this yeah, I mean, I did. Yeah. Kind of sure. I mean, it's kind of like while they match and word at K is non-null, I mean, it's like if they match. I'm just thinking, like, if I roll this test, this if word K is equal to null test into here, then that might give me some dodgy cases. What did I do with this for the other thing? Yeah, I mean, it's like, well, that's greater than that, yeah. And I also did the if. If it's blind, which I don't think I need, really. I don't need that if. It does increment the J. I think it was just the fact that I was making sure that I was within the bounds here. And if I am still making sure that I'm within the bounds, yeah, I mean, unless I just straight up say at the start of it, like, how long is the word? And then just make sure that I'm always below that. While they match, but the thing is that I can use the null terminator to determine when to stop. While they match, we want to continue, but we don't want to continue if we've hit, if either of them match to null. Oh, right. Fine. Mr. Bush. What does that mean? Are we saying that Kate Bush isn't, you know, it's not referring to Kate. Thank goodness for that. Alright, we can continue. So, yeah, right, while they are not null, I mean, yeah, actually I suppose if this, well actually it's if this does equal to null, oh no, if this does equal to null, let's just see if this is going to work now. So this means this will have incremented to make this null. Potentially. It could have made the string array null, but if it's made the word null, if it's made the word at k null, then we know that we've come to the end of the word. What did I return? It got string array at 0 is equal to 2 Mr. Bush. And expected that. Okay. Interesting. Return 1. What happens if I return 0 there? Okay, right. So it first of all tests that. Fine. Alright then. So let's just do this replacement. It's going to be kind of like word. It's while it's while k is greater than 0, basically. Oh wow, yeah. We want to first of all decrement k and then do the right. So that should get us back down to the 0. Okay, so I've got to replace the string array. Fine, obviously. Where is it? It's I and j plus k, isn't it? Failed. What did I give it? Bush. What did it want? It got that. And it expected... Oh right, just didn't do it. So I just didn't replace it. Let's just see what it actually did then. So I want to, yeah, let's say if I come down to here and we found that word is actually null. So we've got coming in an array of 3, bush, oh right, could that be correct? I wonder if that while loop is busted. This guy up here. While this is not a null, and this is not a null, and they match, while this is not null, or this is not null, or they match. So they could stop matching. Yeah, okay. So I think it's an or situation, this. Just quit this, 'cause I don't think this is at all correct. I mean, obviously it isn't because it's not passing. But if I just change this to be ors, yeah, let's just try it. I mean, my logic might be a bit busted here, and it might crash. Yeah, so it does need to be and sort of. So let's see. Let's actually take a look at this loop. So that didn't go into the loop. It didn't go into the loop, but it was going into the if. So that's evidently busted. Isn't it? Yeah, right, okay. So I do need the outer if to say if they match, don't I? And then do the while within that if. Well, it can just be that, can't it? If they match, then we can do all this stuff. And then where can I pop out of this? Is it just here? I mean, I've got no idea really. For this. Does it matter actually where I put the brace? Not sure if it does. Basically this should only then enter this whole situation if they match. So let's see if this is any closer. Don't even know where I am. Right. Okay, so let's see if I hit this case. Right, we hit the case. Okay, so we've now found that the first character of the word matches it somewhere in the string, somewhere in one of the strings. So let's see what the word is. So the word is Bosch, and the string array is to Mr. Bosch. So they're both going to get to the end of their respective strings. K is equal to 0 right now, right? So they're still matching, and they're still going to match for a while yet. So it's 4. Right, so now this should fail. It does. They fail, and word K is going to be equal to the null, so it should enter this while loop. And it is. While K is greater than 0, we're going to take minus K. So P, what is string array? I at J plus K. That is that. So now if we just step over the minus K, and this is the H, we're going to step over this, right? And after having done that, this should equal X. And it does. Right. So this is currently a U. Step over and it will become a K, an X. And then it's the B. Right. And then at this point, K should be 0. So we should pop out of the while and return 1. So what's the problem? In this situation, the the string is not at the end of the string. I'm not quite sure I understand why that matters though. Well, let's step through it. Let's see why. There are 3 strings in a row we are returning as soon as you update the first one. Oh, right. Okay, right. So... So if we get into this situation, if we've made any replacement, then we set results to be equal to 1. Passed it, yay. So was that in the instructions? Let me just see. For each string in the array, yeah, okay. Check if it contains a substring word. And if it does, then replace all characters of word in this string with the character X for each string. Right, yeah, that was the thing, wasn't it? I think I'd assumed there that as soon as I'd done a replacement, I could just straight up quit. Yeah, I should have read the requirements closer. How long did that one take? That was an hour. Okay. Let's have a little look at this and just see if I can squeeze any coolness out of this. You think the last one is easier? Concatenate all. So you've got to concatenate strings. String return should be on the heap. It should be valid to pass it to free. Let's have a look at how much music I've got left as well, actually. Oh, there's 26 minutes. God, there's an eternity. There's an entire practicing programming in C streams worth of time left. So implement me4. String array. An array of strings that are not null terminated. The array itself is terminated by a null pointer, however. So this is an actual null pointer, which is kind of interesting. Size array. An array of sizes lengths for each corresponding string in string array. Okay, right. An array of sizes, lengths for each corresponding string in string array. So you first of all need to figure out how much space to allocate. Tell you what, I wonder if I could... Oh no, I can't return the... I was going to say, could I just straight up fucking return the size array? So I could just inspect that. But I mean, that's not necessary, is it? Because I can just use this. And it'll show me the size array somewhere, won't it? Yeah. Test. An array of strings that are not null terminated. $732. Sorry. That's what you got. It's almost a bit rushed. The testing stuff is not as clear. Okay. Size of things we've got on a string. So, okay. Say rubbish pointer. Just getting a garbage pointer returned. A garbage collected rubbish pointer. The array itself is a null pointer. This needs to be mallocked. I mean, I suppose I could do all the calculations on the stack. Counting up how long the goddamn thing is as I go. Yeah, and also I can do like the pointer to result, take away the result to malloc it at the very end. I mean, it feels a bit wasteful, but I don't know, result pointer. What's I doing here? It's the first array of the string. It's the right. It's I don't know. It's the value at string array plus plus or something. Could that be right? No. Can that? No. Surely this isn't possibly right. That's unused apparently. Yeah, but I also want to malloc, don't I? Like I say, size array. Well, hang on a minute. Size array. Well, I could just go over the size array, can't I? I can just count through the size array, counting up the stuff. Well, actually, what is size array? It's an array which corresponds to a string array. I wonder if that's not terminated. That'd be funky if it wasn't null terminated, and I had to do like some funky stuff between the string array and the size array. I mean, I suppose I could say like Okay, so I should need to do more like this, really, is what I really wanted to do. Oh, actually, no, it's not. No, because I want to be saying... I want to be putting the size pointer there at the start. So the value of the size the value of the size pointer should be that 10, right? So while the value of the size pointer is greater than 0, right? Result pointer is equal to string array plus plus. So that's currently null. And what is string array? That is a T. What is string array plus plus? Yeah, it's not actually that, is it? It's Wait a minute. Where's B come from? String array. It was a T, and now it's a B. Oh, is it because I just incremented that? Right, okay. Okay. Oh wow, I've crashed already. That's because the result pointer isn't on the heap. It's because of that, isn't it? Right, so, yeah. I need to go through the size array. And I need to malloc all this crap up front. Malloc it up front. So while we have some size array, yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's non-null though, do I? Let's just see if this is doing at all what I'm expecting it to do. So it's currently 0. Step over there. And it's now 10. Okay. It's now 20, right, okay, so this is doing what I was expecting it to do. Right. I accessed size array outside of a place where it's not plumbing accessible. Jesus. I think that's what happened there. God. I mean, I probably have to do it one string at a time, don't I? So I can't test on this being not null terminated. I can only test on the string array not being null terminated. Bloody hell. Wait a minute, what was I testing on? Oh, hang on a minute, I was already testing on the string array not being null terminated, was I? Or was it the size array? No, it was it must have been the size array. Yeah, because I'm incorrect in the size array, yeah. I was testing on the size array. So I presume we do have to do it on the stack. I presume that we have to do all this stuff on the stack, and then at the very end, just put it on the heap. Because I can't see another way of doing it. Because I have to go through this stuff together. You know, in order to hit the null terminator, I need to go through this stuff together. And then, but I can't. Well, I mean, I don't know how to malloc stuff dynamically. You know what I mean? Because like, if I could just go through the size array and count up all the stuff, I'd then be able to, count up what the size required is. I could just then malloc all the stuff, and then I could put the string array into that heap. But I can't do this. I can't do the count up separately from the string array. So I have to be looping over the string array. And I have to null terminate it, I imagine. Well, string array is not equal to my null. I feel like I want to do another loop here. Yeah, but it's like, how do I know? It's like, how do I know how many loops to go through? Because I only know that I can loop until this is a null. String array. What is the string array? It's an array of strings that are not null terminators. However, the array of sizes language corresponding to string is string array. It'd be funny if this just works. I mean, do I get any output before that dies? Memory access, compound literal. Hint, this may be a false positive if your custom uses some custom stack unwind mechanism or swap context. Is that your hint or mine? Or the address sanitizers? It doesn't. That is a sans hint, okay. I'm gonna say that sounds a bit advanced for me. So the inside is going to probably 0. So okay, so we're going to have we are going to have a number, right? We're going to have a number that matches the length of a string within the string array. Neither of those are null terminated. Once I've outputted all of that string, I can then go on to the next thing. Right, these are both non-null terminated. I can do the same again, output that. Increment both the guys, and I can then at this point test to see if string array is not null terminated, which is that, which is this guy. So really the loops in here are like while the value at size array is greater than 0. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? That's all it is. While the value at size array plus plus is greater than 0. Oh, hang on a minute. How am I going to index into the string array properly? God. Who'd have thought castellating strings would be so taxing? The value it's out offer. Oh, hang on. I can just do this, can't I? I don't need to index it. I can just straight up fucking increment through it. Can't I? And then I can decrement the value at size array. I'm wondering if this is a bit wrong actually. I mean, it doesn't feel correct to be doing it like that. If we just jump into here. Jump to here, so. Oh. So, well, size, okay. So we get size array when we come in, so just run to there. Size array itself is that register. Right. This should be correct. Let's just see if this crashes. Right, memory access. It's possible that's happening because it's trying to free something it's not getting given. But let me just step into this thing now. That's around as 10. The value at size array. Obviously that's 10, right? Step over that. Oh, we've hit the segmentation fault already, have we? What was that for? The value at out buffer. Oh, it's because I haven't... Yeah, I haven't allocated the space for the buffer. Is that right? I mean... Yeah. This smells to me like a dynamic memory allocation problem. I don't know if that's correct, but that's what it smells like. And I don't know how to do that. Because what I'm basically saying is, let's just say for the sake of argument, that let's just say that I malloc this. It's like 1024, right? So that's now on the heap. If I just rerun this, it's more of a pointer problem, so it only needs one call to malloc. Ah, right, okay. Well, I was crashing on... It was when stepping over this, wasn't it? So if I run to there, step over here, and then step over here before I segfaulted. I haven't segfaulted now because I've mallocked. The important part is the ordering of operations. I need some malloc space to write the string, but you need to know how big of a space to malloc first. Yeah. That's what I was assuming. But what I was kind of realising was that I couldn't figure out how much space to malloc without kind of going through both sides of it. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I suppose I don't necessarily need to... I suppose I could iterate through this to find out how much space to allocate, and then iterate through it again, doing the actual stuff. I mean, it's going back to the RLE thing, you know, where, like, you know, you store how big the encoding actually needs. Like, you store how much memory the decoder thing needs to save you having to go through the entire process of decoding the thing before before actually doing the decode for real, if you know what I mean. So it's kind of similar to what I'm doing here, what I have to do here, because I'm not being told up front what the allocation size is. So you go through this, you get the size of the array, get the first value in there, you iterate that far through the string array, and then you get the next size array and iterate that far through the string array. Well, after iterating through the string array, test if the next value is a null pointer. That's what it feels like to me. So it's like while the value at string array it's not really that, is it? It's kind of this. I don't know if that's at all valid. Well, that's not equal to 0. Do some stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be like this, is it? We need the size required up above it. So we definitely want to do size required plus equals to the value in the size array plus plus. And we also want to increment the well, hang on. It's by this. Then we want to increment the string array pointer by the size of the value in the size of array, right? Size required. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Could this be correct? I wonder. No, that's not got to be. It's all correct, is it? Tell you what might be correct, actually. What do you think about that? And then also, you can just straight up say this, can't you? Let's just see if this builds for a start. And let's just jump into this at the outbuffer malloc thing. I'll jump here, and I want to inspect the size required at this point. Segfault. This is a null pointer. Right. We've come to the null. So it should jump out, shouldn't it? Right. What was I looking for? Size required +1. Right. Well, that is not equal to the null. Okay, so in that case... No, but that... While it's not equal to the... Oh. I don't need to do the size required +1, do I? Because I'm indexing. It's 0 indexed. Right. Well, I'll tell you what. Jump to here. Does it seg? It does. Oh, it's seg faulting up there, is it? Size required. So it's now 10. What is the value at here? That's null. So that tells me that there was one string in that string array. I think I might have to I might have to call it there and mull this over a bit. But unfortunately, because it would have been cool to actually finish the lessons in like the 1 week. How do I know how big the array was on the last exercise? Well, you passed it in, didn't you? String array. How did I know how big the array was? How do I know on this exercise? I've got the size of the array. Get the size array passed in. So it's like all the values in size array added up. But yeah, like I say though, like I can't just iterate through the size array alone because they don't end, because it's not null terminated, is it? Leave for next time, but I think you might want to read the description carefully. Okay. Alright, I'll do that. Yeah, and I did that. Also, last time I didn't read it carefully enough, did I? Because like for each string in string array, check if it contains a substring word. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll leave it for next time. Cause it's been like basically the traditional 2 hours. With a bit of luck, I'll be able to get it nailed. If something isn't clear, insofaras will answer any questions. All right, cool. Yeah. So let's just quickly review what we did. Memory hole. Oh yeah, it's just the password replacement kind of a thing. What was the main... Oh, I was just returning... I was straight up returning at this point, wasn't I? Which wasn't correct. And there's also this stuff here. I had to make sure that I that I wasn't iterating past the bounds. Also, I wonder if it's okay to just say this. Can't remember if I tried this before actually. I've got no idea if this is going to work. Let's just see if I passed that previous test. I did. So yeah, so I don't need to do not equal to null, do I? I just need to be saying, like, is it valid? Is it, does it exist, really? But for this one, we could say, if that, can't we? Yeah. Yeah, likewise with all this stuff. Yeah, like if there's no needle, really is what you're saying. Just say... Still passing it, I believe. So if it's not equal to null, then it's like you just say if it's in existence. Yeah, okay. I mean, not that helps me at all with this current problem. Actually, yeah, there's a few actually. Isn't there? There's this. Well, that is not equal to null. Well, that is not equal to null. But yeah, I mean, we're kind of we're kind of stopping in a totally inappropriate place where it's just not even building. Well, is it building? It is building, but it's just totally... It's just... I don't know what it's doing. It's just dying, basically. Yeah, but anyway, I'll pick this up next week. Monday will be the next stream, probably, unless there's anything unforeseen happening. But yeah, it's been a fun week. What did we do? We did BWT, and then we did the practicing. Then we did the PPIC lessons. Oh yeah, we finished the BWT actually. So yeah, next week hopefully we'll finish this lesson, and then we'll put all the BWT stuff together, and then I don't know. Maybe at that point I'll actually unwrap my new Hi-Five 1 and start playing with that. But anyway, until then, thank you so much for just being absolutely awesome and heroic and helpful. And I mean, straight up sadistic, honestly. I really appreciate it. Until then, till next time, farewell for now.